What's up, man? Just go through your videos here. Alright, so a couple things with the clean. Alright, it's a little different than obviously an Olympic clean, but the principles are the same. We want to make sure that the heels stay on the ground as long as possible. Okay, so notice how you're already kind of coming on your toes before you even do the extension. Okay, so stay on your heels a little bit longer. Keep your shoulders in front of the bar before that first pull, okay? So after that first pull, look at your feet and look how they just kind of slide back. Alright? And because you're going to have to lean forward, the weight is going to naturally want to shift on your toes. So what I recommend that you do is, after this portion here, is actually take the feet and rotate them out. So instead of forward and back, that's going to give you that shift forward. Bring them out laterally, okay, and that's going to allow you to keep your heels on the ground a little bit longer, okay? And then of course, after you have it here, you just kind of want to pop it up, and that portion is more so like a power clean, okay? So that's the first thing I want you to address with your cleans, okay? So stay on your heels longer, and then at this portion, rotate your feet out to do the first catch, and then you could just kind of naturally pop it up, okay? Alright, on the dip, same issue here, okay? Notice how the weight shifts forward on your toes, alright? And you rotate your feet in before you even go. So keep your feet in this position and drive your knees out, keeping the heels on the ground, okay? And you can notice that your whole body is kind of shifting forward. Alright, so we'll just watch your hip. Notice how it's shifting forward, okay? So you want a nice straight up and down path there, okay? You do a good job of having that back foot hit the ground first, but I still need you to get under it a little bit faster, okay? And feel free to do more warm-up sets with a lighter weight to kind of drop under it. Remember that drop under drill that we would do for the Olympic class? So you can incorporate that into your warm-ups here, okay? And then the last thing, sorry I'm roasting you here, man, but these are all important things that need to be fixed, okay? Notice how your arms bend, okay? Like right away they're bending, alright? So you want to keep the arms as long as possible before it comes into the hip. So arms stay straight, especially after the knees. So when it comes up to the knees, then you want to pull the arm, because what happens when that weight gets heavier, this arm pull, right, is now a slack in the line. And when you go to extend, that weight's going to want to pull your arm back down, alright? So you want to wait to time the arm pull with the hip extension, okay? And that's going to allow for a more forceful transfer into the bar, okay? So keep the arms straight and long until you get them to the knees. And then after you get them to the knees, when you start initiating the hip extension, then you can bend the arms, alright, man? Alright, bench press. These look good, man. How hard were they? Were they challenging? These shouldn't be super challenging. They should be probably like an RP of a 6 or a 7 on a scale of 1 to 10. My only critique here is that touch on the chest is, I just want you to touch your t-shirt, okay? I don't want any portion of the bar to sink into your chest. I just want a light touch on your t-shirt, okay? And I want you to maintain the tension and don't relax at the bottom, okay? So a lighter touch on the t-shirt and support that weight a little bit better, okay? Flips. I flipped tires for 6 months straight every week leading into nationals a couple years ago. So your deadlift portion is good. Alright, we just got to get a little bit more efficient with getting the leg under the tire. So we want that tire to get right into the hip crease. So you want to drive that leg, this split squat leg, forward. See this leg right here? See how it's kind of like, inching its way up, right? So what you want to do is you want to deadlift it up, and then from here you want to forcefully pull it up, and then you want to make a nice sharp movement with the leg. So you want to drive that leg forward as far over here and as quickly as possible and get that leg nice and flat. So you should be able to balance that tire on this leg if you need to, okay? And if you keep the foot flat after you balance it on the leg, now you also have an ankle extension and a hip flexion to help you pump the tire up when you're ready to go. So you're a strong dude, so you just got to go ahead and flip it up. The other method of doing it is just kind of one motioning it. All right, that tire is heavy, so you're going to have to do a 2-stage flip. But you want to see how you get the leg under there. You want to get under there as fast as possible. And when you're ready, you want to initiate the ankle extension with a forceful hip flexion to help propel that tire up, man. Alright, you wrote a note here about stone loads. I'll go ahead and change these stone extensions to a stone load. And we'll definitely use that in your training. Be aware too, I also got some body weight programming in there that I want you to do. So make sure you do that stuff, man. And that's all I got for you, dude. Keep up the good work and keep kicking ass.